What's going on, everybody? I am back. Happy New Year. I haven't been on here in a minute. Please, if you like this channel, like what you see, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more videos. I'm going to be on here more often because I have seen certain things and certain people with their commentaries and with their opinions, and I just have to bring some perspective here because a lot of people just doing fake takes, hot takes, just to get views. But here, I'm going to talk about the Eagles today. The Eagles lost, I think it was 24-17. They lost to the Commanders. Eagles rested their starters. Now, I didn't agree with it. They could have played a half or, for the 2 seed. Okay, yeah, they didn't rest the Sirianni, decided to pull the starters, not play in the game. Okay. It is what it is. But I want to talk about Tanner Mckee. I don't want to hear anybody sit here and talk about Tanner Mckee should be the starting quarterback. Tanner Mckee is this. Tanner Mckee is better than Jalen Hurts. The Eagles had 2,000-yard receivers. 2,000-yard receivers this season under Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Jalen Hurts didn't play the game, and Devontae Smith needed a couple yards to get 1,000 yards. But the Eagles had 2,000-yard receivers, and y'all sat here and criticized. Oh, well, he should be benched for Tanner Mckee. Tanner Mckee is way better than Jalen Hurts. Tanner Mckee is going to lead the Eagles to the Super Bowl. What did he do today? What did he do? 21 of 40. I think he threw for 200 yards, threw a touchdown, but he didn't impress me. But y'all sat there the whole time on WIP and everywhere else. Oh, Tanner Mckee, we need to put him in because we're going to win the Super Bowl with Tanner Mckee. What did he do? Don't give me, well, they didn't have the starters, and Tanner Mckee overthrew balls, didn't throw the ball well, threw an interception, so don't give me Tanner Mckee QB1 over Jalen Hurts. Some of y'all are fools. And you have the people on making fake takes to get people riled up. Come on. Sure, did Jalen Hurts play a couple of games that he didn't play well? Yes, but all quarterbacks did. He didn't play well in those couple of games. But I'm not going to sit here and bench him for Tanner Mckee, because if you bench him, guarantee he's not coming back. But Jalen Hurts had 2,000-yard receivers. They were 11-6. Okay, yeah, they were 11-6. They're going to play the 49ers. But all this talk about Tanner Mckee, oh yeah, he's the best quarterback ever. No. What did he do? 21 of 40. An interception. Basically, he did the same what Jalen Hurts would have done. Rolled out, didn't find anybody open, rolled out. It was no difference. But see, this is the problem. These modern day Eagles fans, when you've won 2 Super Bowls in the last 7-8 years, and now you want to just bench the quarterback. You know what? I've been an Eagle fan since mid-93, 94. I started following the Eagles in mid-93. Got really hardcore into it in 94. And I've been following the Eagles ever since. And from 94 to 2017, we sniffed 1 Super Bowl. Some of y'all didn't witness the NFC Championship games. 3 consecutive NFC Championship games. Three consecutive losses, 2 at home. A Super Bowl loss to New England, which they should have had the game won. An NFC Championship loss in 2009. and didn't really get into the Super Bowl until 2017, and they won it. And even if you go back further than that, from 1978, from 1960 to 1978, the Eagles didn't sniff the playoffs. I wasn't around then, but I've known people who've been around. Oh, the Eagles, man, they ain't made the playoffs in 18 years. But now you've made the playoffs, you've gotten the conference championship games, you've gotten the Super Bowls, and now you want to sit here and, fire Sirianni, fire this guy, get rid of Jalen Hurts, trade or get rid of A.J. Brown, get rid of the whole team. Like, are you kidding me? I'm not even mad about the loss. I'm just upset because everybody wanted Tanner Mckee was the Eagles' savior, and you saw what he did today. And I don't want to hear, well, they didn't have their starters in there. It wouldn't have mattered. Tanner Mckee did not impress me. Tanner Mckee showed me nothing. Okay? So all y'all Eagles fans that wanted to bench Jalen Hurts, that wanted to get rid of Jalen Hurts then took you to a Super Bowl, won you a championship game. Yeah, was he the sole reason that he won the Super Bowl? No, he wasn't the sole reason. But in the games that he needed to play, when they needed them better, when he needed to play, he did what he had to do. In the NFC Championship game, he played well. In the Super Bowl, he played well. He was a Super Bowl MVP. Y'all act like that the quarterback is supposed to take the team, win the game, win all 16 games. It is quarterback, offense, running back, wide receivers, defense, special teams, offense. It's the whole team. It's just not one guy. And some of y'all, and yes, Jalen Hurts, and I've said this before, and I've come to accept who he is. I've come to accept who he is. He's a guy that's going to have a couple of streaky games, and he's a guy that's, he's going to have his moments. He's going to struggle, but in the end, he'll win the game. He'll win you a couple of games here and there when he needs to win. And every time in a big game situation, when you needed him to come and play, he came and played, and he won. So all this nonsense about Tanner Mckee, oh my God, Tanner Mckee, oh yay, we get Tanner Mckee. He's gonna win the Eagles 2 straight Super Bowls. Are y'all kidding me? Are y'all kidding me? I'm not even mad about the loss. I'm just mad that I'm glad that Tanner Mckee got exposed. Because he is not the answer. Threw an interception. But some of y'all act like this guy's a Hall of Fame worthy quarterback, and he's not. Y'all doing hot takes like, oh, he's a second coming of Tom Brady. He's not. Jalen Hurts had 2,000-yard wide receivers. And y'all say he had the worst season ever. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yes, did he not play well? Yes. He didn't play well. And yes, you can criticize him for not playing well. I've criticized him and say, hey, he needs to play better. He needs to do a better job. Yes, that is fair. But to sit here and say he needs to be benched for Tanner Mckee, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Just to get rage bait, just to get callers, just to boost up your ratings. Because you get more ratings, you get more listeners if the Eagles lose than you will get if they win. Because if they win, you ain't really saying nothing. All right, but if they lose, now you could create controversy, you can create fake hot takes, and it boosts your ratings. But if you win, they ain't really saying nothing. Oh, yeah, they played well. Oh, okay, yeah. They ain't really got nothing to talk about. They won the game. I don't want to hear no one say anything about Tanner Mckee. I don't want to hear nothing else about Tanner Mckee. Because Tanner Mckee did not impress me.